so coffee tastes mighty good. That's not the reason why I've gotta get back up to that sugar shack.
Hey everybody, Jim Tedesco here with Millennium County Railroad version 2.0. I'm going to do another little update. I've been working hard, making a few changes on the layout. So without any further ado, let's see what I've been doing. Okay, well, to start with, I finished decaling some of these buildings. As you've seen, and I said, we have Anthony's over here. And it's Anthony's Canoe Manufacturing and Sales. I got a whole bunch of canoes over here. I got a whole pile of them. They're all painted up and ready to go, but I gotta make some stands for them, so I have to print something out. I have to design something for that first. Get some inside, get some outside. So that's that. And I gotta find a black guy to represent Anthony standing up outside. I'll find him somewhere. Anthony, I hope you appreciate that, man. And thanks for letting me use your name. And then over here, I've got Debbie's glass jar and glass bottle and jar manufacturing. That's named after my wife, of course. But she's got her own sign. And over here, let me move the camera a little bit. On the side, I actually have a picture of some jars. Pretty cool, huh? So I got that. And let me pause the camera, reposition it one more time. Okay, over here, there used to be an overpass that went over the track. Well, I had some issues with that. For one, I plan on buying some well cars soon, and I want to have double stack containers. They wouldn't fit under the overpass. So I got rid of the overpass, lowered the road back where it was supposed to be, and created a tunnel. So it's, kind of false tunnel there. And that came out pretty good. And I've even got a car coming out of the tunnel. I printed the tunnel portal, custom made for cars, not for trains, being how it's square. So that came out pretty good. And we dip down a little bit over here to see more of this. So that came out pretty good. That was important to do that. And one more thing. So I'm going to pause the camera again to reposition it and show you the last thing on the list. At least I think it's last. Okay, and here we go. I'm back over here at the sugar refinery. And I went ahead and striped the road, because I had to build a new road for this here. So it's all striped and ready to go. And there's a better view of the parking lot. It's all fenced in. And here we go to the, tip this up just a little bit. I've got all the buildings in place now for the U.S. Sugar Refinery. Smokestacks. The only thing I'm waiting on, I still got to print a conveyor tube that goes from this building here to this little building here. As near as I can tell, that's the only conveyor belt that needs, or conveyor tube they use. And there's some many smokestacks that I haven't printed yet, but I've created them that I've got to put in yet. And let me slide the camera over just a little bit without trying to make anybody too dizzy. And let's zoom in on that. I went ahead and put the decal on that building. And that's U.S. Sugar Corporation. There is something below it, but I can't read it on the only picture that they have, so we'll just have to make do with that for now until next time I go to Naples. I'll swing by Clewiston and figure out what that actually says. But I'm not going to drive 80 miles to read building lettering. That'd be kind of silly, especially at the price of gas, which is damn near $5 a gallon now. Also, I custom made, let me change the camera again one more time. I'm going to show you some of the things that I've designed and that have to be printed. Okay, I went ahead and fired up Tinkercad online, and I probably won't open them up all the way because there's no point in it, but I went ahead and I created this main sign for the sugar plant, and that came out pretty good. So I'll put a decal on it and rotate it around here a little bit. That's going to be nice. Then over here I've got the mini smokestacks. Can't really tell the size, but they're 10 millimeters all the ways around. 10 millimeter high, 10 millimeter in diameter. And I've got to make about 7 of them to put on the one building. And over here, and you know what, let me open this up because you just can't see it. It's coming up, baby. There we go. That's a conveyor tube, or what I'm calling a conveyor tube. And I'll cut it to the right length after it's printed out. So I'll get those printed hopefully sometime, well, I don't know if I'll get to it tonight or I might have to wait till tomorrow to print them. I'm in the middle of another big print job, which is not train related, but cat related. My wife has 2 cats, and I saw this really cool toy for the cats, and I'm printing it, and the one part takes 7 hours to print, and the top part of it takes 2 hours to print. Basically, it's a square thing with, well, maybe I can bring it up here, I'm not sure. It's for the cat to play with. It's kind of weird. Here you go. That's the bottom part. And that's the top part. And you put a ping pong ball in there, and the cat can whack it around. It's supposed to keep the cat entertained for probably 2 minutes. Now, it's supposed to keep him entertained for a while, so I'm doing that for my wife. So the bottom part, which is this part here, it takes 7.5 hours to print, and the top part takes 2.5 hours to print. So that's pretty much going to top most of the day-to-day for printing. And last but not least, I made a change over here as well. This used to be rounded. I don't know how many of you remember that. Well, I flattened it out, put the skirting up, changed the top a little bit, because one of the biggest problems I had here is I couldn't reach the screens on the air conditioner with this piece here. So now I can put my ladder in here and actually reach the filters and clean them, which has to be done periodically. Once again, that's one of those things you don't count on until you have to do it. But anyway, it looks so much cleaner like this, and I'm kind of happy the way it came out. So, let me change the camera around and we'll wrap this up. That's better. Anyway, I had a major malfunction on the printer yesterday. And at first I thought it was the filament clogging the printer, but it turns out I had a bad nozzle. They do go bad. I have extras. But I had to take the thing apart, swap out nozzles. I wound up replacing the PTFE tube because it seems like they go bad after a while too. So between the two, probably half and half on that. Also, the bad news is, I posted a link last time on the last video on where to buy the filament. Well, that company unfortunately has stopped production on filament, and that's the Wild Boar. So for you guys who are looking to buy some, they only have 3 colors to begin with, black, gray, and white, and they're out of all 3. So I wrote the guy, I sent a text to the guy yesterday, and he sent back, he says, well, he says, the company that manufactured that has stopped all production indefinitely, and he doesn't know whether they'll be able to restock or not anytime soon. So you can just throw that one away until it comes back. If it does, I'll let you know. This company here, the Oneness, it's okay. Now I did find out was, yeah, I'm still learning a lot of this stuff myself. And what I learned is the Wild Boa was PLA plus, which I wasn't even aware that there was such a thing. And I tell you, it prints nice. And the Oneness that I've got, that I bought 2 spools of, is just regular PLA. And I can tell it's a hair bit thinner. It prints good, don't get me wrong, but it's not near as good as the PLA plus. So I went ahead, I ordered 2 more spools, 2 new spools of the gray, because I'm going through stuff left and right. I ordered 2 spools yesterday on eBay, and it's from a company called Sunlu, S-U-N-L-U. I'll put the link to it down below. And they wanted $23.99 for it, for each roll. I bought 2 rolls, and it had a make offer on there. So just for shits and giggles, I offered $20 per roll. It's free shipping. Well, he accepted it. Pretty cool. Now, Dwight Curley, you know Dwight, he uses the Sunlu, I believe. I'm pretty sure he told me he used Sunlu. And he gets this from Amazon. It's $26 on Amazon, which is more than I'm willing to pay. But I'll put the link to this on eBay, and if anybody's interested, it's just for the gray. I mean, they have other colors, but I noticed that sometimes other colors are different priced. It seems like the black and the gray are the cheapest, but the white not so much, which really sucks because I'd like to have another roll of white since I used mine up. But I do have use for the gray mostly, and every now and then I don't mind getting the black either. So anyway, that's all I've got to say for now. That's my quick update, which wasn't quite as quick as I thought it would be, but now you know what's going on. And another reminder, tomorrow, Thursday, is Shortline Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my live stream, so hopefully we'll see you there. And as always, keep it on the rails, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.